So I'm thinking, let's see if we can get Derubael in here on his broke ass internet.
So Kafani couldn't come
Hey,
tonight?
what's up?
Oh,
We
Hello
have
there.
Derubael.
I finally showed up.
You finally did. It is okay though.
Is there like a weird echo on my mic?
Kind of sounds like there's an airplane going over you a little bit,
Nice,
but
nice.
it's not too bad.
It's not call breaking or anything like that?
No, it sounds like there's a giant behind you, like breathing, just mouth breathing into the mic.
Sounds pretty legit.
Yes.
I'll take the giant.
If a giant has you hostage, push 1 twice.
I don't know if I can do that. He may kill me. He may
Just
step on me.
blink once.
I don't even have a webcam on. How are you gonna see me blink?
I'm Sirken. I can see these things.
he doesn't even have a avatar either.
I hope you all heard that. Sirken is always watching.
I can see you in real life.
In real life.
Rogan gives the GMs crystal balls that he's concocted.
That would make our lives easier.
That's actually how you catch 2 boxes.
Yes, once your computer has logged into the server, I can spy on your life.
That's right. We can activate your webcam.
These are groundbreaking computer viruses.
Now I'm paranoid.
I have all of my Luckland models on, and they need to get turned off. I was trying to fix that little weird glitch where I couldn't load a bunch of the models for whatever reason, and somehow ended up turning on every Luckland race.
The only people I know of that have problem with those models are the people that run EQ Lite.
The light install, yeah. No, what I think, because Sirken, you know that I'm always poking around with the technical stuff. I had
Dirty hacker.
I'm a dirty hacker. I was messing with my EQ client.ini, and I think I screwed something up.
Oh, it's possible.
Which is cool. It's not a big deal.
I suppose. Damn, Derubael, I feel like I had something like specifically to talk to you about, and now that you're here, I'm just drawing a complete fucking blank on it.
I can say that I know that Nihilum, and not that anybody cares about the Red Server news, but I know that Nihilum and Azrael and friends all battled out over VS today.
Oh man, I missed that.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was out running errands, but I heard that Azrael did lose, but that they put up a good fight. Apparently, Nihilum was waiting for them when they spawned in. So,
oh wow,
I think there's a security breach somewhere on the Azrael side.
Well, shit. They gotta stop.
Oh, and remind me, Sirken, I actually did have something I wanted to ask you about, but I don't want to do it over Twitch.
What? You mean you don't trust the?
I don't trust these fine fellows and ladies.
Oh man, that is not how you win the hearts and minds of people.
I know, right? Well, we can't have full disclosure on everything, right? We have to have secrets.
Secrets. I suppose if everybody knew, if we had complete transparency, then there'd be no room to call corruption or favoritism when people lose.
Yeah, right.
See, we're always looking out. We're giving you guys ways to blame other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, don't worry about it. Everybody blames TMO for everything, so.
Yeah, it makes our lives easier.
You know, TMO
you guys should all just keep blaming TMO for all of your problems.
Even on Red.
Even on Red.
Just
because everybody knows that TMO is everywhere.
Yes,
TMO is the highlight.
I think Raiden on here. It was either Raiden or Turp. It was someone, and they were explaining how Nihilum and TMO just absolutely do not like each other at all.
They don't.
And thought it was hilarious that people think they're the same guild.
I've heard that too, and those people don't realize that the leadership in those guilds do not like each other at all.
There's long time.
Yeah, there's a long history of hate and drama between those two guilds. I know that I recently got. I don't know if anybody saw Tiggles' post in Rants and Flames
Oh man, yeah, I knew how that was gonna go.
That was funny. I told him he could do that because I knew what he was doing because he put the petition in where he's like, TMO, Premier GM Assistant, as if that was actually a thing. And
You forget how dumb people are on this server, though.
yeah, I know, right? But in any case, yeah, his first petition was actually something more along the lines of like, I'm really stupid, but, and I'm not joking either. He's like, I'm really stupid, but it looks like these people are two-boxing. So if somebody could hit me up, I'd appreciate it.
How could you tell if they were two-boxing if they were on completely different ends of that zone?
He
One down?
was walking back and forth and just trying to keep an eye on him. And he was in the zone for a lot longer than I was. He was there for like an hour or something like that. And when I got in there, I started watching the two of them, and he was actually pretty coordinated for a two-boxer, but I ran a test on him, and he failed miserably. So
Was it the unrest test?
was it what?
Was it the unrest test?
What's the unrest test?
Where you have them run opposite figure eights around those two fountains at the entrance?
Oh, you can actually do that anywhere. But it was actually a modified version of that.
Yeah, but it's great because on unrest, the nudes get to see them do it.
Yeah, right.
And then they get trained and everyone dies.
Yeah, nobody saw him do this, unfortunately. It was just me. So you're all going to have to take my word for it that he was a dirty two-boxer.
I don't know, but if he only used his cheating things for things that he didn't really need to cheat for, are you sure you had to ban him?
Well, he didn't get banned.
He didn't get banned, he just got some time off.
Yeah, he had timeout. Speaking of timeouts, I actually had somebody the other day who was camping the Ancient Cyclops in South Row. And he just started getting way out of hand. He was making forum posts about this and that, and just going off on everybody. And I got really tired of it because he was talking shit to me, and he was talking shit about the whole staff. And I put him in a timeout, which is like this. We have a little GM ring that lets us put people in timeout for about 5 minutes, and they can't move or do anything. And he started complaining. He's like, I'm going to tell Rogan you put me in a timeout, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going to make sure this goes directly to the top. And I'm like, you're going to complain to the guy who runs the box that a GM puts you in timeout? Really? Do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds?
I've actually had somebody go to Rogan with something very similar, and Rogan responded back to them with, have you spoke to Sirken? And the person was like, yes, I have. And he's like, well, why are you talking to me then?
Yeah, I don't get why this guy thought that would be an effective solution, but apparently he did. He thought that it was going to solve all of his problems.
People test, they like to test the new staff members. And then some people are just retarded. So,
I'm actually a good person to test because I have a really long fuse. I'm super patient, and I think that there's a lot of situations where people should get suspended, but I don't, just because I'm nice, and I would rather have somebody change their attitude and not suspend or ban them than just suspend or ban them right off the bat. Like, I like giving people a chance to prove that they're not scum.
Right.
And there's been a bunch of occasions. I was just in Blackborough the other day trying to work out a huge camp dispute thing that everybody thought was really important. And this one guy just started going off on me, and he was just, I mean, the way people are entitled on this server just blows my mind. And
you deserve it.
This guy
give
was sitting
Tiggles
here.
an extra
What was
hand,
that?
so you give favoritism to Tiggles, so you're a bad guy.
Yeah, Tiggles has me in his pocket. He's, I don't know what, he's giving me blooming onions. Real blooming onion trades. I had this guy in Blackborough who just started going off on me, and he was like, what did he say? He was like, you're the staff, like, you should be here to serve us, and just, like, getting totally out of hand, talking shit over OOC. And I was really nice to the guy, and I didn't do anything to him, but he actually sent me a message on the forums where he was like, I'm so sorry, Like, I didn't mean to go off on you like that. I just get really angry sometimes, and I lose control of what I'm saying. Like, thank you for not banning me. And he was really apologetic afterwards. So that's why I like to give people a couple chances, because I think that sometimes people get upset, they get mad, they get out of hand, and they deserve a second chance. So I very rarely hand out suspensions.
Right. It sounds like you just need to spend more time on the red server.
Yeah.
That's going to alleviate all of that for you.
I finally popped in. I've been on the red server quite a bit lately, actually. And when I went in there, I started talking in OOC and just immediately got flamed by like half the server.
Just go in there and be like, OOC, hello everyone.
Well, you know, what I
That's
found
enough.
out is that on the red server, we're going to get an OOC mute command for individual players.
Oh. Like
Oh.
for staff, so we can...
For staff, yeah. So we can
Oh.
just... I know, doesn't that sound wonderful?
We had that on VZTZ. I used to take people's OOC away all the time.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, it's going to be sweet.
that makes me so happy.
Thanks, Bacco. I appreciate that. I actually can suspend you, but I won't. Because
You can't suspend anybody on red. Don't listen to him.
Actually, I can ban people on red. I just can't suspend them. So, if you'd rather eat a ban, I can do that. Our red access is all wonky, but hopefully, I've been talking
to give him non-lethal access.
Yeah, right. Everything I can do is horrible and lethal and permanent.
Here's the thing, though. They probably deserve it.
Yeah, they.
All of them, right?
Like, you could just pull a name out of a hat on the
And
red server,
they
and they probably deserve it.
Yep, that's true.
Like, if we could just install security cameras on the red server somehow, like just post random NPCs that are running fraps 24/7.
Yeah, that would be perfect. We need to have a detection system though, so that when they like use an exploit or when they cheat, it's like, hey, this guy just high sunned this mob and get it out.
Well, we'd see people insta-poofing out of game. We'd catch training. We'd catch.
Yeah, the
mind
insta
camping,
poofing
all
thing's
that.
actually out of control. Do you want to talk about insta poofing?
Don't do it, because if you do it, I'll ban you for fucking ever.
Yeah, and I think that I think there's a lot of people, and I'm not going to name any names, but I think there's a lot of people who don't think there's anything wrong with insta-poofing. I didn't say anybody's name. There's some people who think that insta-poofing is okay, and it's not. It ruins the spirit of the IP exemption, and I think the staff would rather have you guys just work on being good, respectable players rather than just strip all IP exemptions. Because then
Knixp
nobody
knows something about this.
Yeah, sorry.
She do.
Okay, I thought it was okay for a long time to have a character on your character select screen.
Oh, I see.
I have DSL internet, which is just really terrible.
I had that for a long time.
It takes me a long time to log in and out.
Oh, I see.
And so since a time we thought it was okay, I started doing that, and then we found out that that's not okay. So I quit. I don't do that anymore.
Right.
Good.
But I thought the fast switching was nerfed or taken out because you're locked out of the game for a certain amount of time anyway.
I think that's what the IP exemption stops from happening.
Yeah.
Right?
You
So
can instantly log in another account.
Or
Okay.
even if you /Q out, you can get back in quicker with the exemption because it doesn't.
All right, guys. Here's the thing. The IP exemption is for two separate people.
Yeah.
It's not for being able to log in faster, being able to log out faster, being able to avoid the temporary IP refresh, not for having multiple characters at character select.
Right.
None of that. It's for two
It's for
people
two
to be able
people.
to play on the same IP address.
Two
period.
separate individuals.
And so if we see that one computer has, 2 or 3 accounts logged into it, we don't care if they're in game or not. I mean, technically, no, you don't have two characters in the world, so it's not two boxing.
But you're still violating that IP exemption. I mean, you're abusing it. That's the truth. You're abusing it.
Yes.
And we don't want to take that away because we want people to be able to play with their family members. We know there's a lot of people who legitimately use their IP exemptions, but there's a lot of people who are abusing it right now.
I take them
And
away because they're scumbags.
If I had the forum access, I know I would have been suspending a lot of people right now. I know that for a fact.
Jackson, I think that's your name. About the sky, if you go to your options and go to sky type and put it on complex, your sky should
It'll look
like
better.
mine. That's why my sky looks the way it does. So, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I feel really bad. I'm really bad at reading chat when there's people in Skype.
Did you figure out what happened with that Sev the other day that engaged almost at death?
Oh, that did the FTE right before it died?
Right.
Or right as it died? I don't actually know
Yeah.
what happened. I didn't see a memblur from anybody.
The database didn't reset the encounter either.
Oh,
Okay,
well, that's cool.
so
Yeah,
then,
we're having issues.
so then it definitely did not get memblered then.
Right, it was not membered.
See, I didn't see anybody memblur it, and I looked back through my logs, and I have a separate window for spells, and I didn't see anybody casting memblur on it, and I was right next to the mob. Or I was between the mob at the casters and all the melees, so I know that nobody hit it with a memblur.
Just so players know, as staff members, it tells us in the log what spell is being cast. Like
Yeah.
it would say, so and so begins to cast a spell, healing. Or,
And then it'll tell us exactly which
Oh,
spell
it tells you the spell. Well, that's cool to know.
right. So we don't have to catch like spell graphics or shit like
No,
that.
hell no.
We have the spell name in our log.
You know right away what's being cast. So don't memblur raid mobs, because I'm always at every raid mob, because
Every single one.
every single one, every single time. I swear to God, even if you don't see me, I'm there.
Even if you know for a fact he's somewhere else, he's there.
That crystal ball again, right?
It's the crystal ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I preach to the upper staff, though, for real, is that we need extra guides we need more guides on the red server than we do on
yeah,
blue.
for
And
sure.
They
Just
don't
to
realize
watch.
that because the population is so much smaller on red. They're like, that's retarded. Why would we need more people?
Because they need more policing.
yes, they
Yes.
need
Because
more
nobody
eyeballs.
wants to go there.
Well,
I mean, on one hand, though, the red server does do a significant amount to police their own population, but I know that there's, and I'm not going to name names here either, but I know there's a lot of people who exploit on that server and cheat. And yeah, we need more eyes on the field, basically.
yeah, we do.
Do.
To take a question from chat, Pine1234 is asking if there's any update on the status of the Resist code on Red or the new dev, or if there is one. Yes, there is one. The problem is he doesn't actually have like a special staff name yet, and so I don't want to refer to him by the name that everybody else knows him as.
I think that Sirken, he's already been posting as that name.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm not going to be the one to say it
Okay,
on stream.
okay, I
Is
hear
it
you.
Sundog?
No.
No.
This is someone who was just brought on the
Definitely
dev team like 2 weeks ago. And then for the Resist code, I'm not on the dev team, so I don't know if that has started or not, but I know part of what NoBlock really wants and part of why we're bringing people on is to fix that. He's very reluctant, but I am talking to Datsum to try and get him to come to staff.
That would be cool.
That would be
I
super
think everybody
awesome.
is. I think everybody's on board with that idea.
Yes. I think it would be absolutely great. He knows a lot about PvP and what people want.
What they actually not want, not what they say they want. What people actually want and what they say they want are two completely different things. Most of the time.
Right.
That's where that crystal ball comes into play,
That's where
right?
we need that crystal ball and our clairvoyance as well as our telepathy. We need all of it. Or else we cannot be effective GMs without life hacks.
I 100% agree with you. So that's that. Sorry, I'm checking things because
Yeah,
I'm checking.
Why?
The monk epic will never be fixed.
Have you, Sirken, have you looked at any of these petitions
In game?
in game? Yeah.
They're all ridiculous.
I see some stuff about some stuff. I see some stuff about gravity. I see some accidentally player error.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I got stuck. So nothing too horrible.
I'd like to point out there was a player I talked to. Actually, me and Ambrotos both talked to him. I won't say his name again, but he had. What did he do? I think he deleted an item, and I had told him. I was really nice about it because I'm always really nice when I talk to people. But I had told him that there wasn't really going to be anything we could do about it. That people need to be more careful. I told him he could try to make a petition in the petition forum, but to not get his hopes up. And he said something nasty to me along the lines of like, "You're useless" or something like that. And I told him, I was like, "Look, it's really not my fault you deleted your item. Like, it's just not. Don't get angry at me just because I'm the one telling you that you deleted your item. It's not my fault." And he got really upset, and he sent me all these messages, and he's like, "I'm going to report you. Like, I've put a petition up in the forums to get you looked at." Or I don't know. He thought that I was going to get in trouble for talking back to a player or something like that. And I
Sure, look at that.
totally unrelated. Oh, Ambrotos already deleted that shit, dude. Like, he deleted it the second he saw it. He was like, "Yeah, this guy was a little whine." I'm not going to say that. Anyway. I didn't say anything. It didn't come out of my mouth. In any case, right after that, I put out a server-wide emote that was like, "Be careful what you do with your items. Don't delete them. Don't get scammed. Be careful with trades." And he sent me another tell back, and he's like, "You just embarrassed me in front of my whole guild and everybody and blah, blah, blah." And I'm just like, I didn't tell anybody you deleted your item. Like, how are people going to link those two things together? So he put that in his petition, too, that he was very upset that I rubbed it in his face that he had lost his item and all this crap. And I was just like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Like, some people just are, they're too entitled. They really are. And Sirken, you told me that when I first came on, and I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to believe everybody would be nice and happy. But,
oh, God.
But no, didn't happen.
That is not how things go.
Just class change them into rangers.
Yeah.
They will learn how to deal with
everybody
life.
into a ranger.
So,
Okay, somebody tried to troll me with something the other day. They said if you accidentally delete something, you can hit rewind.
That was good. Did it work? Did you try and rewind?
No, it had to be like a lore no drop item or something like that. But yeah, you wouldn't yeah.
You can just roll your character back. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Just type /Q item, and you'll be good.
/oops. Can we get a /oops?
oh no.
Oh, what?
I think there's trouble.
They're wiping.
I do have to say, I'm sure some of you guys were here. You remember the Sirken's court where Zagum and Kingor had to figure out who was going to get Tranix? FB responded to both of their petitions.
Oh no.
So,
I saw that like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the hell are these petitions on the website?
oh man, that's my fault. They were fucking around with me, like saying that so-and-so stole the other camp from the other one and whatever. And they're like, "I have fraps." And I was like, "If you have fraps, send it in a petition form. I don't care if you report you're guilty." And he's like, "Well, by fraps, I might mean MS Paint." And I'm like, "Send it in anyway."
Nice.
I'll look at it. And so he sent it in, and I was like, "This looks really serious." And Zagum's like, "Wait, I have MS Paint fraps too. Hold on."
Nice.
I'm like, well,
MS Paint fraps.
Yes. I'm like,
That's
this
awesome.
is good, but I need some proof that shows you were here first.
Right.
So that's why the one he just scratches out the fat person. Like, see, I scratched out Zagum, so I was here first. Oh God, I thought that was pretty great.
I don't know how you guys kept a straight face talking. I was laughing so hard I couldn't. I wouldn't have been good in the stream.
It was not easy. It was not easy at all. There were some points where I had to mute my mic because I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. So, all right, let me.
I'm on board with Morbs. We need slash pizza to work. Slash pizza before Velas.
All right, so I'm gonna open up the floor now and say that if any of you listeners wanna join, PM me on the forums, www.project1999.org with your Skype name. I'll get you in here. If I already have you on Skype and you're listening, log into Skype, send me a message on Skype, and let me know that you want me to call you. I will get you in here, and yeah, I'm gonna bring